Tonight, the family of Julien Hug is speaking out for the first time since the successful restaurant heir shocked the community when he took his own life.
They told me about the one symptom that wasn't properly diagnosed, and they talked about his appearance on The Bachelorette and the erroneous reports that the show may have deepened his depression.
The heir to San Diego restaurant royalty, Julien Hug was blessed with model good looks and a captivating presence.
The girls liked him and the guys liked him.
As the host of the family's Mille Fleurs restaurant, Julien, a French-American bachelor with a beautiful smile, could draw a crowd, but his kindness and sensitivity made them regulars.
He cared about everything. He knew everything about their lives. He just cared about people.
And Julien loved all things fast. Julien's need for extreme ranged from fast cars and motorcycles to scuba diving, off-roading, and skydiving. His other passion was writing, and he had a talent for impressions, like this one you hear of his dad.
I have a very special item on the menu for you today.
He seemed to have it all, but Julien also spoke of an elusive stomachache.
We knew about this phantom pain because we had him tested. We went UCLA and they couldn't find anything. It was just sometimes this depression manifests itself in phantom pain that you cannot control.
Their only child in a private pain they never suspected.
That he had to suffer,
Yeah, that's
by himself is probably is the worst.
They've asked each other why he couldn't tell them.
That he wanted to be such a strong guy that, he didn't want to show any weakness. The answer is out there. Someday I hope we get the answer,
Julien made national headlines when he disappeared in November, but then was found in the desert, a gun nearby. If not for the letter he left for his parents, they would have never understood.
He said the day-to-day struggle was too much and he was tired of the pain.
They believe Julien may have tried to mask the ache with adrenaline and adventure. After encouragement from friends, it was the possibility of a new adventure that persuaded Julien to go on ABC's The Bachelorette.
My name is Julien. I'm from Rancho Santa Fe.
But other than making some new friends, reality TV wasn't a good match with his personality. Then his parents watched in despair as national news coverage of his death focused on the show.
It has been made that The Bachelorette, his appearance and his rejection on The Bachelorette could have been the reason why he felt rejected, added to this depression. I guarantee you that had nothing to do with that.
Now Bertrand and Denise take some solace knowing that somewhere in their loss may be a lesson.
Well, they would think if this happened to Julien, someone like Julien, many of our friends look at their children a little more closely now.
Right.
And there is comfort knowing he lived a lot of life in a short amount of time.
How are you doing today? How are you doing, Mom?
A little nervous, but ready.
Even sharing with his mom the thrill of a free fall.
He was a sweet boy.
And a sweet man. Julien supported several charity groups, and because of his longtime work with Kids Corps, the charity has established a program called Hugs for Kids in his name. It will provide events and projects to strengthen self-esteem and character in children of all walks of life.